The NFL world is absolutely on fire today, and if you're a fan of the monsters of the Midway, your heart rate should be through the roof. We are talking about a total landscape shift that could redefine the entire NFC North and finally give this offensive line the veteran edge it has been screaming for. Can you even imagine a scenario where the division rival's loss becomes our ultimate gain just in time for a playoff push? Before we dive into these massive roster shakeups, make sure to like this video, share it with every fan you know, and subscribe so you never miss a second of this off-season madness. The news that just sent shockwaves through the league involves a name we've respected and feared for years, Taylor Decker. In a move that almost no one saw coming, but some of us secretly hoped for, the Detroit Lions have officially released their longtime anchor at left tackle. Decker took to social media to confirm the end of an era in Detroit, and suddenly, the best possible one-year stopgap in professional football is a free agent. This isn't just some depth piece. This is a proven, battle-tested veteran who has spent years going to war in the trenches of the NFC North. He knows the rhythms of this division, he knows the stadiums, and most importantly, he knows Ben Johnson's system inside and out. For a team looking to protect its future while allowing young stars like Kieran Amagaji to fully recover and develop without being rushed back into the fire, Decker is the ultimate insurance policy. If you can secure a guy like that on a one-year deal for 2026, you aren't just filling a hole, you are upgrading the entire chemistry of the locker room. Think about the peace of mind that comes with a veteran who has seen every blitz package and every elite edge rusher the league has to throw at him. We have spent years worrying about the blind side, and suddenly, a gift-wrap solution falls right into our laps because a rival team needed to shed some salary. It is a rare moment where the business side of the NFL works perfectly in our favor. But here is the million-dollar question that is going to keep us all up tonight. Does Decker want to chase a ring with a familiar face in a new city, or will the bidding war for a high-quality tackle drive his price into a territory we can't touch? There are plenty of teams with cap space who are desperate for tackle help, but very few can offer the specific connection to a coaching staff that he already trusts. Question of the day: if Taylor Decker demands a multi-year deal with massive guarantees at his age, should we walk away and stick to the current developmental plan, or is he the must-have missing piece regardless of the cost? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now because I want to see where the fanbase stands on this one. Do we value the veteran security or the long-term cap flexibility? While the Decker news is a potential dream scenario, the drama doesn't stop in Detroit. Right across the border in Green Bay, the Packers are facing their own internal combustion. Rashawn Gary has essentially said his goodbyes on social media, signaling a messy divorce with the green and gold. While the official transaction wire might be lagging behind, the writing is on the wall: Gary is out. Now, let's be real and look at the tape. Gary's production took a massive nosedive in the second half of last season. 9 straight games without a single sack is enough to make any defensive coordinator sweat, and it certainly made the fans in Green Bay lose their patience. But you have to wonder, is that a permanent decline, or was he just checked out of that system? Sometimes a change of scenery is exactly what a high-motor player needs to rediscover that elite form. If the price is right, do you take a flyer on a guy with that kind of pedigree just to stick it to Green Bay? Even with elite talent on the edge, you can never have enough pass rushers in a league dominated by high-flying passing attacks. Watching Rashawn Gary sack a Packers quarterback while wearing our navy and orange would be pure, unadulterated cinema. Imagine the narrative: a former cornerstone of the Packers defense coming to Chicago to revitalize his career and haunt his former teammates twice a year. It's the kind of storyline that makes the NFL the greatest reality show on earth. The offensive line saga continues to evolve as we look at the center position, which has been a point of contention for years. We've all been tracking the movement of Tyler Biadasz, but that door has officially slammed shut. He's headed to the West Coast to join the Los Angeles Chargers on a hefty 3-year, $30 million contract. There were reports of a scheduled visit here, and then conflicting reports that the visit never even happened. It seems the Chargers put a number on the table that ended the conversation before it even started, proving that Jim Harbaugh is serious about rebuilding that offensive line. While some might be frustrated to see a talent like Bayard off the market, it actually clears the air for our real, high-stakes target. All eyes are now firmly fixed on Tyler Linderbaum. He is the gold standard of free agent centers, a player with the athleticism and intelligence to lead a unit for a decade. The smoke surrounding his connection to our front office is becoming a full-blown wildfire. If we are truly swinging for the fences with a potential haul that includes a game-changer like Max Crosby and an anchor like Tyler Linderbaum, we are looking at one of the most aggressive and calculated rebuilds in the history of the franchise. It's about building a wall that no one can penetrate. For too long, our quarterbacks have been running for their lives. Bringing in Linderbaum would signal to the entire league that those days are officially over. He is the type of player you build an entire identity around. Then, we have the secondary to worry about. The safety market just got a massive data point with Cameron Curl signing a 3-year deal with the Los Angeles Rams worth up to $39 million. Why does this matter for us? Because Kevin Byard is still out there, and he is watching these numbers very closely. Byard was an absolute monster last year, an All-Pro with 7 interceptions who proved he still has the elite ball-hawk instincts that make him a perennial threat. He was the heartbeat of the secondary, the veteran leader who made sure everyone was in the right position. But the cold, hard facts of the NFL remain: he's 32, while Curl is 26. We know the front office wants him back, and Byard has gone on the record saying he loves the culture, the coaching, and the direction of this team. He sees the potential for greatness here. However, the silence lately has been deafening. If the market is getting inflated by deals like Curl's, we have to play a very dangerous game of financial chicken. You want to reward a guy who played at an all-pro level, but you can't overpay for past performance if the age curve is about to hit a cliff. A 2-year deal worth about $12 million per year feels like the sweet spot. It gives him the respect he deserves and the guaranteed money he's earned, while still protecting the future salary cap for when our younger stars need their big paydays. Would Kevin Byard take a 10% discount to stay with a legitimate contender rather than chasing one last payday with a bottom feeder? In a league where loyalty is rare and the average career is shorter than a college degree, we're about to find out exactly what he values most. Is it the ring, or is it the bank account? He's played on some bad teams before, and he knows how miserable that can be. Here, he has a chance to be a legend, the veteran who helped bridge the gap to a championship era. We are standing at a definitive crossroads. Between the veteran presence of Taylor Decker, the explosive potential of a disgruntled Rashawn Gary, the elite anchoring of Tyler Linderbaum, and the leadership of Kevin Byard, the blueprint for a championship-caliber roster is right there on the table. The moves made in the next 48 hours will determine if we are just competitive, or if we are the team that everyone else in the NFC is terrified to see on their schedule. The front office is poking around on every single one of these names, doing the due diligence that winning organizations do. The fact that guys like Taylor Decker don't even count against the compensatory pick formula because they were released makes this the ultimate low-risk, high-reward environment. We are not just buying talent, we are buying experience, we are buying leadership, and we are buying the chance to finally dominate this division. We have the draft capital, we have the cap space, and for the first time in what feels like a generation, we have the momentum. The city is buzzing, the fans are ready, and the players know that something special is brewing. It's time to stop talking about rebuilding, or next year, and start making, this year, the reality. How many of these big-name targets do we actually land before the dust settles? Will the front office pull the trigger on a massive double-down, or will they play it safe and wait for the draft? It's going to be a wild ride, and you can bet we'll be here every single step of the way to break it down, analyze the film, and discuss the salary cap implications. Keep your eyes on the news wire and your notifications on, because this offseason is just getting started and the moves are coming fast and furious. The roar of the crowd is getting louder, and the vision for a transformed team is becoming clearer by the hour. Whether it's the blindside protection of Decker or the center field brilliance of Byard, every piece of this puzzle matters. We've seen the heartbreak of seasons past, but this feels different. This feels like a team that is tired of being the underdog and is ready to become the predator. Would you be satisfied with just one of these stars, or is it time to go all in and clear out the deck to make room for every single one of them? The stakes have never been higher, and the window of opportunity is wide open. Let me know your dream scenario in the comments, and as always, let's get ready for some hard-hitting Chicago football.